Hello, friends. So it's evening now. The time is 7 p.m. and today is Friday. It's like Friday. It's not Friday. It's Sunday. Okay. And a couple of things I have to tell is I want to tell about COVID-19 in Kerala. What's the news? Kerala, we have 11 cases of COVID-19, and most of these cases today are also after incubation period of 1 month. That's really surprising because these diseases, nobody, even World Health Organization, do not think that this disease could go on for a month in incubation. And but the good thing is, in Kerala we have 425 cases, out of which majority of them have recovered, and now we have only 125 cases. In Karnataka we have 500 cases. In states like Maharashtra we've got 6,000 cases. So COVID is going big across India. It's affecting a lot of people. 27,000 people affected by COVID-19 in India. But all said and done, you should give a great hands up to our Prime Minister, our government officials. One thing I really I'm doing this video today is I was really motivated by how BBC said about COVID-19. BBC says that a state like Kerala has done a great job in this. What they said was, when lockdown started in March 24th, around that time, we had 20% of the cases. Today, Kerala has only 3% of the cases. It's true. States like Gujarat has 3,000 cases. So a couple of things I understood is good job done by the state, nurses, doctors. A lot of great effort have been done. That's a good thing. But what we're going to have is, I need to tell you something else today. I need to tell you about how COVID-19 is may have a second wave coming in Kerala. Now, why do I call it a second wave? Is there can be a lot of people who are in Middle East, okay, who are infected with this disease. Now they will come back to Kerala. Right now, what has happened is this state is ready for that. This state is ready to take people from across the world as NRIs to come and stay. I'm not talking about foreigners. Our own people from this state are going to get ability, get quarantine facilities in the state if they have fever. Okay, let's say they don't have fever, they can go home, be in quarantine in their homes on 14. Now this happened because of a lot of pressure from Kerala NRI organizations in the High Court. Around 10 cases people filed, because see, one thing you should understand is this state has a lot of people across in Gulf countries, okay, and most of them may be infected. Who knows? Maybe not infected. There can be people who are sick. There can be people who are women who might be pregnant. There can be a lot of types of people who want to come back. There can be students who have financial issues and may want to come back to their home state. But one thing you should understand is, this may be a turning point for most business people in Kerala, most people who have left this state in search of greener pastures. You should understand one thing: this state can give you a good job, this state can give you a good income, this state can turn your life. Okay, so one thing I have to tell to my NRI friends is, you should be interested, forget your NRI tag, you should be interested in working in Kerala. You should work in Kerala, you should run businesses in Kerala, you should support your motherland state. And I don't think the situation is rosy. When you look at a situation of crude oil, okay, most Gulf countries, they get their money from where? From crude oil. And if crude oil prices come down to $17, 20-year lows, you're talking about 20-year lows in crude oil prices. And these low prices can influence crude oil. These low prices can make it such that crude oil may not necessarily give jobs to most millions of Indians who work and stay in those countries. So good memories. You can come back, and you can come back and live in your country. You can work in your country. You can run businesses in your country. There is no shortage of jobs in your country. Most people, even they're not interested in getting married to a boy if he is from Gulf, if he stays in Bangalore, or if he stays in Kerala, or any part of India for that matter. They want to marry Gulf people. That should change now. That should change drastically. And you should think that your country can support you. You should think that your country can make you happy. Most of the richest businessmen in the world today are not from Middle East. There might be exceptions like M.A. Yusuf Ali, but most of them are from countries like India. You know, we have people like Mukesh Ambani who had tied up with Mark Zuckerberg the other day of Facebook, and it's a great deal which both of these business people work together. So that shows the strength of how Indian businesses are able to turn around, how Indian businesses are able to make utilization of their resources. The other day I told about TCS, Infosys, Wipro, all these companies coming together to buy Indian companies, and that's also great news. Foreign companies, that's also great news, because you're talking about assets available at cheap prices. Most businesses, they don't consider this as an opportunity. You should consider this as an opportunity. If you're a businessman listening to me, you should consider this as an opportunity. Why I say you should consider this as an opportunity is because when the prices are cheap across the world, it's a great time to buy assets. Okay, I had been talking a lot about gold. Gold is going record highs. Tomorrow is Akshaya Tritiya. April 27 is Akshaya Tritiya. Gold might reach even greater heights tomorrow. But you should understand one thing. Gold should be a permanent commodity in your life. Assets add value to your life. Okay, and assets can really help people earn income. Gold has been the best performer in 2020. It's gone up 21% in dollar terms. It's a great move. Stock markets have come down nearly 15-20%. So if you look at an asset like gold, it's great. It's great, going great, and it can even go further. So keep your investments safe in gold. Crude oil, I don't have a good view on crude oil, because what I can understand is if global economy is in lockdown, who is driving cars? That's my question. And about COVID-19 and the economy, there is a correlation, because this disease is peaking in some parts of the world still. Country like US, 2,500 people lost their lives yesterday, 2,494 to be exact. I really wonder what American doctors are doing. I really wonder. Sorry for the power out. So thank you for this session. Hope you had a nice time in terms of news of COVID-19 and so on. Thank you.